The world holds no shortage of astonishing individuals. Each person carries something distinct, but a rare few go far beyond the edges of what we think is possible. They don't simply stand out, they unsettle expectations. The following 15 aren't defined by fame or fortune, but by lives that stretch belief itself. Whether through appearance, instinct, or sheer defiance of norms, they reshape the limits we take for granted. These are the rare few who make reality feel unstable. Let's start this countdown with 15. Muluwerk Amalo, Ethiopia. She says she hasn't eaten or drunk anything in over 16 years. No food, no water, and somehow still alive. Muluwerk from Jemma, Ethiopia, claims her last meal was at age 10, a bowl of lentil stew. Since then, no hunger, no thirst, and no bathroom use. Even more difficult to grasp, she gave birth during those years, kept stable only through IV glucose. Doctors across Ethiopia, Qatar, and Dubai tested her. Nothing explained it. She doesn't breastfeed, but her daughter is healthy on formula. Muluwerk still cooks meals for her family, yet she feels no appetite at all. She believes her condition is spiritual, not physical, a gift from God, not science. When people accuse her of pretending, she responds calmly. Watch her, stay with her. No one has proven her wrong. Her case stands without answers. It doesn't follow known biology. What's left is a woman whose daily existence questions the limits of the human body. 14. Zhana Samsonova, Russia. She followed a lifestyle she believed would bring health. It eventually ended her life. Zhana Samsonova, a raw vegan influencer from Russia, lived on fruit and juice for years. In time, she stopped eating solid food entirely. Then she stopped drinking water. Her appearance changed. Her body weakened. In her final message, she wrote, "Life is meaningless." When she passed in July, doctors found no nutrients, no hydration, and no waste inside her. Cause of death, infection worsened by starvation. Her mother blamed the diet. Some supporters denied the connection. Zhana declined every form of medical help, even near the end. She trusted her beliefs even as her health collapsed. Her journey began with motivation to live cleanly and help others do the same. But over time, the routine turned extreme, and her body gave out. Her story doesn't just reflect a personal loss. It exposes the quiet danger of pushing a belief past the point of reason. Her 13. Sherelle Ferrugia, Wales. After giving birth, Sherelle developed a condition that changed her life completely. Aquagenic urticaria, where any contact with water causes painful hives. Even her own tears can sting. Rainfall, sweat, showers, every drop must be avoided or carefully managed. Living in Wales, a place known for its damp weather, only adds more difficulty. She avoids swimming, though she once bought matching swimsuits to wear with her daughter. Her best friend helps with daily tasks. Instead of shutting down, Sherelle chose to open up. Through social media, she shares how she lives, without exaggeration, without complaint. Her condition changed her routines, not her spirit. She still smiles. She still moves forward. Every shower is timed, every outing depends on the weather, but she finds ways to adapt. She doesn't hide from her condition or pretend it isn't hard. She simply continues on her terms. Her story shows what strength looks like when even water becomes something you have to face. 12. Sabrina Sabrok, Argentina/Mexico. Sabrina Sabrok reshaped her body far beyond what most people imagine. At 52, she's undergone over 15 breast surgeries and spent more than $100,000 to reach her current size, estimated at 38T. Each implant weighs over 15 pounds. Her transformation brought media attention and modeling fame across Latin America, but it also brought lasting pain. Her back carries constant pressure. Doctors have warned her for years. She's thought about reducing the size, but she won't, not unless she has no other choice. For Sabrina, her appearance isn't just cosmetic. It's something she built deliberately, step by step, over decades. She talks openly about aging and shares routines without apology. Her look draws opinions, but none of them change her decision. She knows her limits. She lives with them. The weight is real, so is the effort behind it. Her image might be extreme to others, but it's something she owns fully. That ownership is what keeps her going. 11. Lucas Starr, USA. Lucas was born with a condition called giant congenital nevus. It caused large dark patches to cover much of his body. Some people thought it was dirt or bruises. Others stared, but it was none of those things. The condition occurs in only 1 in 500,000 births. It can also affect the brain and spine. Lucas has dealt with surgeries and medical tests since early childhood. School brought more than lessons. It brought stares, whispers, and long days. But Lucas never disappeared. At 18, he's focused on gaming, racing, and one day becoming a NASCAR driver. His parents started Team Lucas to raise awareness. His friend Skylar helped him through school's harder moments. Lucas doesn't want pity. He wants people to understand. He knows what it feels like to be judged on sight, and he kept going anyway. His skin may stand out, but the message he shares is simple. Different doesn't mean less. 10. Sammy Krieger, USA. Sammy never asked to be compared to Kim Kardashian, but the resemblance kept surfacing. As a plus-sized model with a distinct hourglass shape, she often found herself matched against a beauty standard she didn't claim. Instead of stepping away, she leaned in. Sammy recreated Kim's photo shoot scenes with careful detail, pose for pose. One image spread fast, and even Kim acknowledged it. But recognition brought judgment. People accused her of copying or seeking relevance. Sammy stood firm. Her goal wasn't imitation, it was presence. She used her platform to show that shape doesn't belong to one figure or one size. Beauty doesn't need to ask permission. Sammy didn't aim to reflect someone else. She aimed to be seen on her own terms. Her work isn't commentary, it's her showing up as herself. She still gets compared, but she's not chasing anyone. She stands where she is, not as a version, as a whole person who never needed a mirror. 9. Blondie Bennett, USA. Blondie Bennett doesn't just want to look like Barbie, she wants to think like her. She's undergone multiple cosmetic surgeries, breast enlargements, lip fillers, and Botox. But beyond appearance, she's focused on reshaping her mind. Through regular hypnotherapy sessions, Blondie is conditioning herself to feel vague, unfocused, and detached. Her goal is to live without overthinking, without inner noise. She describes the sensation as light, slow, and peaceful. Critics call it disturbing. Some label it dangerous. She doesn't argue. Blondie says clarity brought her pressure, and this emptiness feels like relief. Her identity isn't about reaching a standard. It's about stepping outside one. Her lifestyle doesn't ask for an explanation. She isn't trying to prove anything. She moves through life by choice, not performance. The transformation isn't staged. It's her reality, defined by comfort and simplicity. She doesn't want to change minds. She only protects her own. What unsettles others is the calm with which she lives, without the need to understand everything. Irate Rachel Winnard, USA. Rachel's body is slowly forming bone where muscle should be. She lives with fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, a rare condition that turns tissue into hardened structure. It began when she was young. Lumps formed. Doctors guessed wrong. She received chemotherapy for an illness she didn't have. At 12, she finally got a correct diagnosis. Since then, her movement has narrowed. Her spine, neck, and limbs stiffened. Walking stopped. Dependency grew, but she didn't disappear. Rachel's presence hasn't faded with her mobility. She speaks, jokes, and shares without hiding. Her identity hasn't changed with her shape. She continues to live, adjusted but intact. This condition doesn't allow reversal. Each day brings more restrictions. Still, she remains within reach of herself. Her condition writes new rules, but she keeps the pen. Rachel doesn't frame herself as resilient. She just endures with clarity. Her voice stays present, even when her body resists movement. She lives in limitation, not submission. And that difference holds everything. 7. Hannah Haywell Syndrome, UK. Hannah lives with Haywell Syndrome, a rare genetic condition that affects facial structure, skin, and teeth. Fewer than 30 people globally have it. Growing up in Muirfield, she faced rejection early. Her appearance drew whispers, stares, and insults. Children turned away. Adults avoided eye contact. She didn't respond with anger. She showed up anyway. Posting raw images of herself online, she challenged silence. No edits, no filters, just truth. Slowly, strangers became supporters. She started modeling, not for validation, but for presence. Her story doesn't ask for pity. It reminds people that visibility matters. Pain shaped her, but it never erased her. She doesn't seek to inspire. She simply refuses to disappear. Her photos carry no performance. They reflect her refusal to shrink. Hannah never chose this condition, but she chooses how to be seen. In a culture that favors comfort, her face unsettles assumptions, and that disruption is exactly what makes her visible in the way that matters. 6. Julia Capples, USA. Julia Capples has been drinking human blood for most of her life. It began in her teens and continued without interruption. She consumes around 2 liters a month, drawn only from willing adult donors. Her tools are sterilized, her space is controlled. She prepares carefully. Julia believes it sustains her health, boosts energy, strengthens immunity, sharpens focus. Critics dismiss it entirely. She doesn't respond. This isn't for performance. It isn't rebellion, it's simply what she does. Now 57, a mother of 3, she lives without hiding or defending her practice. She doesn't push her choices onto others, and she doesn't ask for understanding. She just lives with them. Her life isn't built around spectacle. It's steady, routine, and completely personal. What unsettles others isn't what she drinks. It's how calmly she continues. Julia's not trying to prove anything. She isn't looking for approval. She follows what feels right. And for her, that truth has never needed translation. 5. Esther Jimenez, Dominican Republic. She was working a quiet shift in a cafe when a man approached and threw acid on her face. The attack destroyed one of her eyes and disfigured half her face. Her children didn't recognize her afterward. The man was never caught. What followed were 28 surgeries, years of pain, and a constant flood of stares. But Esther never disappeared. She stepped forward and showed her face to the world. She began using her voice to speak for others who couldn't. She now pushes for stronger acid attack laws and stands with survivors who've been forced into silence. Her appearance changed, but her sense of self didn't. She doesn't ask to be admired. She reminds people that beauty, dignity, and strength continue with or without approval. I still feel beautiful, she says, not for attention, but because it's true. What was meant to break her became the reason she's now impossible to ignore. Her scars never quieted her, only made her louder. At 4, Leo Blanco, Argentina. Leo didn't want to resemble Michael Jackson. He wanted to become him. Over 13 surgeries followed: facial reconstruction, skin treatments, implants. His appearance shifted, but not for imitation. He explains it as a process of building identity, not escaping who he was, but choosing what he became. He's never claimed it's for fame. He doesn't ask for approval. He says the transformation gave him ownership. Critics call it an obsession. He calls it self-direction. He created a version of himself that felt real, even if others couldn't understand it. He doesn't ask people to see Michael when they look at him. He asks them to see someone who refused to be shaped by others. Every procedure had a reason. Every change followed a feeling he couldn't ignore. Leo never called it perfect. He called it necessary. He didn't chase a reflection. He created one. And in that mirror, he found something that finally made sense. To him, and only to him. 3. Andriati, Indonesia. Andriati lived in Medan, Indonesia, carrying close to 30 kilograms of tumors caused by neurofibromatosis. Walking was painful. Basic movements took effort. Treatment seemed impossible. His condition remained mostly unknown until a 2020 documentary brought it to public view. A hospital stepped in, offering surgery at no cost. For the first time, real help was possible. The risks were serious. The tumors were deep. After that, everything went quiet. No outcome was reported. No update was shared. His story remains unfinished. But what he endured didn't begin with cameras. His pain existed long before anyone saw it. The surgery may have helped, or it may not have. That part remains unanswered. But what matters is that his condition finally received recognition. Andriati's suffering wasn't just physical, it was also invisible until it wasn't. His life shows that not all stories need closure to be real. Some remain open, not forgotten, just left where they were last seen, carrying everything they held. 2. Michel Diabao Prado, Brazil. Michel's appearance is the result of more than 60 extreme body modifications. His skin is almost entirely tattooed. His ears have been removed. Horns were implanted in his forehead. Silver tusks protrude from his mouth. But his most radical change is what he did to his hands. He amputated both ring and pinky fingers, shaping what he now calls los garras, the claws. A video showing his hands reached millions within days. He speaks about the pain without hesitation. And it's there, but not important. His body is something he reshapes with intent, not for shock, but to reflect how he sees himself. He holds multiple records, though he rarely mentions them. Michel doesn't explain his choices. He says they make sense to him. That's all he needs. His transformation isn't about making others uncomfortable. It's about alignment. Every decision left a mark. Each one carried weight, but none were made for approval. They were made because they felt right. 1. Marky Jaquez, USA. Marky was born with epidermolysis bullosa, a rare condition that leaves his skin as delicate as tissue. Even a small contact can cause blisters, tearing, or deep wounds. He's 19. His older brother had the same condition but didn't survive. Marky lives with constant pain, externally and internally. His eyes, mouth, and organs are affected. But he keeps going. Not because he wants to be seen as strong. He simply chooses to live each day as best he can. He smiles often. He moves carefully. His silence isn't a weakness. It's steadiness. Most people don't see what it takes to survive in a body like his. They see bandages. They don't see effort. Marky doesn't explain. He doesn't dramatize. He wakes up and continues. That's enough. He doesn't chase attention. He doesn't ask for kindness. He still chooses joy when he can. He's still here. And in the world he lives in, just being here, still breathing, is its own quiet kind of power. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you later.